First of all, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Crazy knockout. I'm happy with the knockout. You know, it's a sweet thing to do, but at the same time, it's a good thing I didn't have my glasses. You know, because it was pretty sad to see Anthony like this.
How were those head clashes? It seemed like that kept happening. Was that really affecting your game at all?
It didn't hurt me. I was not dazed, but I was like, oh, fuck, one, okay, two, okay. So like the only bad stuff I had on my face is head clash. So it was more annoying than, like, tell you the truth, I should have just let it go. But I was like, man, one, two, three, okay. I'm gonna take the time, but I was scared to get cut too. But you know, things happen, and I knew it was not his fault. You know, it's southpaw against the orthodox. So I was just like, man, okay.
Were there any surprises in there?
The first kick he threw me in the face, yeah, I would say. I didn't see it coming, and I still don't know what hit me, but like it didn't like really hurt me bad, but I didn't see it, and like I was like, oh shit, okay, I'm dazed a little bit. Everything went right after, but I think I won the first round, even though he kind of hurt me. But yeah, it kind of surprised me with that.
So you have kind of I don't know the right word, a calm persona when you're on the scale. You don't flex, you don't get real crazy. Can we expect some more razzle dazzle going forward? Are you going to get a little bit hyper in there, or are you still going to keep just calm?
No, I think I'm gonna like I always judge everybody. You know that try to pump themselves up before every fight. They scream. They're mad at I don't know what. You know, like whenever anything can happen, but the fight's gonna happen. So like, what can I do? Like, I'm not gonna be mad at that. And even I always tell my coaches during the face-off, you know, have a game that when we face off, I just blink because they all don't blink. They look at me like this and they try not to blink. And me, I just think it's like all the like we want to look tough, and I like to do the opposite. You know, I want to be the guy that nobody think he can fight. You know, so that's I always like to be the opposite of what we should be. You know?
Olivier, congrats on the big win tonight. The Canadian martial arts scene has been thriving this month. Did you watch UFC Vancouver, and what were your thoughts on how Team Canada performed?
Oh yeah, it was so great. It was so great to see a lot of my training partners do so well, like Iman Zami, of course, the brother of Ferras, and I mean to see Iman like do this kind of KO was amazing because we all know how good he is, and we just don't see him often. There's Marc-André Barriot too, the real warrior in Quebec and Canada. I think he's a champ. There's I always forget his name, but he looked like Evil Me, you know. Marat, I don't.
Malat.
Yeah, he looked like Evil Me. Don't you think? That's my girlfriend who told me that. So, but yeah, I'm so proud right now, like of the MMA scene in Canada, and there's many other people that's gonna come after that. And I mean, in Canada, we had it hard during COVID. We had it hard during when it was illegal to do MMA. You know, so it was really tough for athletes to get better. And like it's so nice to see those young people still get better because of passion. You know?
What do you think of your matchup this time out in the playoffs?
Against Schulte. I have to be honest with you guys. I think the fight was fixed. The fight they did. And I understand. Look, I don't want to fight my friend, you know. I completely understand. But at the same time, it shouldn't happen. You know, me, I fought a guy. I'm hurt right now. Everything hurt. Like, it's not fair for anybody in the tournament to have a free pass like this. And, like, what was the way that Manfio was going to win? They were just, like, touch sparring. What was the way he was going to win? Like, go a little bit harder than him on the stand-up? I really don't understand like it's frustrating, you know, for us. I understand, like yeah, it's kind of on the PFL, but it's kind of illegal what they did, you know. It shouldn't happen. It's unfair for every fighter on the tournament right now. We are all sorry for the, but we are all fucked up right now, you know. You don't even have a bruise.
Lastly, from me, you're one of the more entertaining fighters on the mic. What do you attribute that to?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna say my mom. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I always, like I said, I like to have fun, to not be like everybody else, you know. Like MMA have like a big image that I want to break, and I think it's for me it's fun, you know, to go the opposite way.
Thank you, Olivier.
Thank you.
Great. Just one from me. Obviously, every fighter kind of reacts differently to the crowd. What those headbutts were occurring, they were kind of booing you, saying get back in the fight. I'm curious.
Oh, they were
For
doing
you,
that.
Is that something that like kind of angers you and fires you up, or is it
Oh,
something
no,
you drown out completely? You don't really care about it.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, I mean, I didn't even knew what they were booing me. But at the same time, I'm in the cage getting hit butt, so like, who cares? And I kind of understand. I mean, it's a show. You know, it's a show. But I won't do the MMA thing and say, oh, I'm a tough guy. You know, I'm gonna say, nah. Like, I'm gonna take my 30 seconds and that's it.
Awesome. Thank you.
And to like, I just want to be sure to that everybody understand it's not Romero's fault. You know, it just happened. But a headbutt is a headbutt. It's pretty funny because that's pretty funny because the referee was like, you have to be tougher, you know. Like, come on, it's a headbutt. It's like, no, but like it happened, you know. Southpaw Orthodox happened. You should just like be tougher. I was like, oh, okay.
Right here. Well, congratulations on your win. As the reigning, defending, undisputed champion coming into this season, was there added pressure, or because of the format, you were just ready to start the season?
No, I don't think so. I thought there was going to be added pressure, but to be honest, I'm such in a good place right now in my life that if it happen, it happen, and if it don't, I don't care. I'm gonna be really, really happy, you know, to be with my family and be on vacation. So I was surprised they kept that moment in the pre-interview, but it's true, you know. I have this little voice in the back of my head telling me like, oh, you know, just lost the decision and you're gonna be on vacation. But, you know, I'm an athlete, so I know I'm good. I do all of this because of regrets. You know, I don't want to have regrets in a couple of years. But there's no other explanation why I'm doing that.
Well, what has fighting in the PFL meant to you?
It meant everything. You know, they were there for me when nobody was there for me. They took me in. I don't think they really believed in me in the beginning. But I proved them wrong, I would say, and I think I did really, really good, and that's because of them, you know, that I am where I am right now, and that's because of them that I'm not rich, but like, you know, I have some money, I'm comfortable, kind of known in Quebec, and but I want to give it to them too, you know. I want to that PFL be known in Quebec and Canada. And that's what I did, and I think a lot of people would like to see PFL in Quebec. I receive every day messages about that, but I think we have a problem with the commission right now, and that's the reason that they won't come. But like I think they gave me a lot, and right now I'm trying to give them a lot, you know. And with that being said, I think I need to say the truth too, you know. If something doesn't work with PFL, I need to tell them a little bit like I did just before, you know. I want them to become better. I want them to become better than the UFC. I want them to become fair. I want them to be the best promotion in the world, you know.
Well, you talked about, especially in Quebec and the other French parts of Canada. Where do you see that scene at right now? And as you being kind of the leader coming out of that area, like what kind of influence do you have on the people coming out?
You mean? Wait, can you repeat the?
What kind of influence do you have on your fellow fighters coming out
Ah.
of your home area?
I mean, I think it showed that there's not just a UFC, you know. And like after my career, when I'm gonna be done, I would like to be to help the PFL. You know, I want to help PFL get some young great and young fighter in the PFL, because I think the competition between PFL and UFC is gonna get bigger and bigger, and it's gonna get really really interesting, and then a lot of fighters are gonna have to choose their side, and I think that's gonna be good for us. You know, that's gonna be really really good. But UFC have such a big name right now that I think PFL need people like me to convince some of the fighters that they could have a really really nice career elsewhere. You know, I think that's the only problem right now with PFL. It's the name of UFC is so big that it's really David contre Goliath. You know.
Hey guys, we gotta just do one at a time from here on, so we gotta move on. So right here in the gray, and then right here in the black, and then.
So, congratulations on your win, Olivier. This is Cooper, Power Sports UK.
So Cooper.
Obviously, I know, there have been people before you in Quebec, especially in mixed martial arts, like Georges St. Pierre, and then other areas, music and that sort of thing. But how does it feel to kind of put Quebec, especially mixed martial arts, back on the map? Especially because they're lacking a lot of professional sports right now.
Well, it's great, you know, and I was lucky because I was there before the event 3 weeks ago, where Canada like did super good. But like I think I was lucky. I think that there was not a lot of people fighting or having a lot of I don't know, of good fights in Canada, and it's understandable. You know, we got out of something big in COVID, and there was not a lot of action. But like for me to be one of the face of sport in Canada, I'm really really proud. You know, and it's something that's gonna stay all my life.
Thank you, sir. Quickly right here.
Thank you.
What's going on? On Wednesday, we talked about how leg kicks might be the key to the fight tonight.
Yeah, oh, you're the one who's telling me that. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't think I'm gonna leg kick.
You proved me wrong tonight. You showed that the key was head kicks, right? You got him nice and square in the head. I got the shot, which came out really well as well. But I wanted to ask, like at some point during the first 2 rounds, when it was going back and forth, did you ever think the fight was getting out of hand, or were you always kind of sure that you had control?
Yeah, well, when he kicked me in the face, yeah, for sure, I was like, oh shit, okay, that's not cool. That's really not cool.
That is a tough one.
But I knew I had the control of the fight, though, so I was kind of telling myself, oh, did I won the round? I'm pretty sure I won like 90% of the round, but this kick was not cool. Was really uncool. But other than that, like I felt great. And by the way, I talked to my coach about what you said. You know, he's gonna be ready for my leg kick. I was like, what leg kick? There's no leg kick in the plan. Like I don't understand. Like I was like, we are southpaw. Southpaw against orthodox. There's not a lot of leg kicks. And I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna try to kick my leg, or I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that was funny. But yeah, I think it really happened maybe once or twice in the fight. But other than that, like his kick was pretty impressive actually. They were strong, and one of them I didn't see it coming. But his hand, though, I have to say I was seeing everything, and everything I was throwing my straight. I was feeling like I was touching him. Oof, that was hard. Yeah.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
All right, 3 more. We're gonna go here, here.
This
Right
guy?
here, right here.
What?
Olivier, you've always been a bold, outspoken, and honest individual. And you actually mentioned something earlier no one's touched up on. I want to touch up on it. So you have intimate knowledge of Schulte and Raush. You've spent 15 minutes with both those individuals, and they're known for having super hard fights.
Mhm.
Their fight was very uncharacteristic. You used the words fixed. I mean, what do you think should happen? In a
Oh my
situation
god! Like I don't know, to tell you the truth. But do you guys think it was weird?
Weird, but I'm not claiming anything.
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
Besides weird.
Yeah, it was really weird, and like I have to be really clear. I understand 100%. If I was going to fight my best friend, probably would have been like a roche papier ciseaux, you know, like a fight like this. But at the same time, it's unfair to anybody else, and I think it showed to PFL. Like when I said I want PFL to be better, you know, I think it showed that maybe we should not put two people of the same gym in the same category, because this stuff's gonna happen, you know.
But the two Magomeds are going to fight, and I guarantee you they're going to go after it.
Are you sure?
We gotta go to the next one. So.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, you just got censure.
Congratulations, Olivier.
Thank you.
Great performance. You did a good job applying the pressure. Speaking of pressure, do you feel like any added pressure knowing that you're the champion coming into the playoffs and you have the target on your head?
No. Well, I don't think so. You know, I think I surprised everybody last year, but even last year, I think people knew that I was a really dangerous guy. And but tell you the truth, this year the tournament is pretty interesting. It's a really a fun one, and again, we are all surprised to see some of the name in there. But added pressure, like I said, no, I don't think so, because I would be really happy and live happily ever after if I lose my next fight. You know.
Speaking of which, I know this is your last year on the PFL contract, and I've heard you mention before that you're not sure if you're going to fight again after your 3-year contract is over with the PFL. Have you thought about that yet, or are you?
Yeah, I don't want to take a crazy. I don't want to take a big decision right now, but I do feel tired, like still. I'm gonna say at the end of the year, but I can tell you probably won't be another season. You know?
Congratulations.
And right over here, playoffs are set. Points don't matter. How does the game plan change?
It don't, bro. Always the same, knee in the face, you know.
I would expect no less. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Olivier.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. That is all for PFL.